Oh, I have something I can talk about.
Okay.
I can talk about my new friends. My new friends that I've made.
You've made new friends.
I've made new friends, yeah.
You know other people?
us?
I know. I now know other people. I've made new friends. Their names are Ed and Dawn. They are in their 60s, I believe.
Okay.
They've lived in our neighborhood for 25 years, and we've met them at a bar twice, and now we have plans to go see a baseball game with them.
Oh my God.
It's very weird. It's very weird. It's very wild. I don't understand how it's happened.
Neighborhood friends.
But now they're our neighbor friends, Ed and Dawn.
Insane.
So you're telling me
How old are they?
that you have
In their 60s.
other old men
No.
in your life?
I have at least one other old man in my life, yes. His name is Ed. He's very nice.
Hannah, I'm so sorry.
It's just like, it's like,
So sorry, Hannah.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
am
Hannah.
I a joke to you?
I mean, look at them, Kat.
I know. I'm sorry.
They're broken.
Look at the tears just won't stop.
It's like, I've just been doing all this grilling, and like, I thought that you were gonna come and like enjoy it, and now I know why you haven't been.
I'm sorry, Hannah. I've made new friends. I've made new friends. Ed and Dawn. I genuinely, we just happened to we sat down next to them. We went out to this brewery that's near our house. We sat down next to them. They started talking about a butcher shop that I really like, and I was like, oh, I like that butcher shop. And then we spent the next like 2 hours chatting with them. Somewhat we were held captive by them. Just the way when you like meet somebody who enjoys talking to strangers.
Yeah, sure. Don't take any responsibility.
Yeah, I know.
Are they cat boys?
God, no. What the fuck? They're real people. Juniper, you can't just...
Are you saying that you're a cat boy and you would have been replaced if one of them was a cat boy?
I'm not saying anything specifically.
Listen, it's fine to
I
call...
just figured that if Kat was finding new friends and replacing us
One by one.
and one of them is an old man who grills, that maybe the other one was a cat boy.
I don't know if Ed grills. I don't know that much about him. It's just one of those things where like...
Sounds like he would.
I have
Yeah?
new friends too. Their names are
Yeah, tell me their names.
Strap
Strap.
and
On.
Fran
Strap and Cran.
Cran.
Where did you meet Strap and Cran?
at my house.
Why were Strap and Cran at your house?
They broke in.
Why? Oh, so you made friends with two burglars who broke into your house, and their
Yeah.
names were Strap and
And
Cran.
one of them was a cat boy.
And one of them was a cat.
What?
Tell me about the other one then. Which one was the cat boy, and then
Obviously, Cran was the cat boy.
obviously Cran was the cat boy, of course.
And Strap was like a whimsical cottagecore type.
Okay, nice.
With long hair.
With long hair. What
Well,
color? What color hair?
Brown.
Brown. What shade of brown? Like a dark brown, a light brown?
Medium brown.
Medium brown, really.
Well,
and that was which one? Crayon? Strap.
I think it was Strap.
You think it was Strap? You think it was Strap? Really?
I'm just so glad that everyone here is
I-
making so many new
Play
friends.
back the recording. Was it Strap? Was it Crayon?
It was Span.
It was Spam?
It was one of them, so
It was Span?
I hope you guys
There's a
are
third
all...
one now? There's a third one now?
Who's Span?
Yeah, Span was their kid. And
Really? Oh,
Wow,
okay.
okay.
Does Span go to school?
No.
Oh, okay. Are they out of school? Are they old enough to be
No,
out of school?
they're
Homeschool?
They're a baby.
Oh, okay. Too young for school.
Wow, and they brought Span, their baby, with them on a burglary to your home.
Yeah. And Span is also an old man who likes to grill. And I don't need any of you.
Well, great.
Because I have lots of other friends.
I'm
Wow.
really happy for
Also,
everyone.
Chantal was there.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
You know what? You know what, Noelle?
That makes sense now, actually. Now, that all makes sense now that Chantal was there.
What?
Maybe instead of making up stories
I'm not.
because you're hurt,
I'm not hurt
can
and I'm not making up
consider
stories.
who else you are hurting with your stories.
Did you think about that?
Did you think about that?
Did you think about that one, Noelle?
I'm gonna call Chantal right now.
Yeah, and she's gonna talk about like those people that I mentioned whose names I remember.
Good. I'm glad.
she's gonna talk about how cool they are and like how much she doesn't need any friends except for me and Span and Scram and Truck.
I'm so glad we're all making new friends.
Not me.
I'm so glad that Noelle and I are making new friends.
I have no friends anymore.
That's fine. I enjoy my independent lifestyle, and I don't need anybody.
Look, sometimes you go to a bar or your own home, and, and there are confident extroverts, and they start up
AKA burglars.
AKA burglars.
Confident-
A family of burglars.
confident extroverts.
a synonym for burglars.
Yes, confident extroverts who will engage you in a conversation, and then they will trap you there for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. And that might be in a bar.
In a home invasion.
It might be in a home
situation.
invasion. But at the end of it, either way, you're best friends.
Great.
And I can't control that, neither can Noelle. So I really hope that happens to the two of you. And in the meantime, let's play some D&D.
I hope I'm alone forever.
Why don't you just go play D&D with Ed and Dawn?
Unlovable hand, my name is Kat, and I am your DM.
My name is Truck, and I am playing Fran.
My name is Jupiter, and I'm a cat boy with no friends.
Jupiter.
Did I say Jupiter?
Yes.
Sure did.
That's what my name is.
I thought it was a joke. I was like trying to unravel it.
Yeah.
No, Juniper just forgot their own
I just
name.
forgot my name.
And
Jupiter's pretty cool, though.
Jupiter is a cool name.
Yeah.
And my name's Hannah, and I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
Oh,
Wow.
You fucking got it when none of us were smart enough.
Anyway, so last time, you guys were in the middle of a heist, and it was going great. So you had entered the Lucky Lamia as 3 separate, unrelated people who had nothing to do with each other. Fran and Mary, they decided to play the high rollers, the big money spenders. And after splashing some cash around, tipping people in gold coins, they got invited up to the mezzanine level, where they met one of the imprisoned Estrins who is being coerced into using his magic to, just do party tricks, essentially. And he shared some information about where the other Estrin prisoner is and kind of what's going on there. Also on that mezzanine, there were a pair, like a nouveau riche sort of pair who were getting entertained, and there was a mysterious woman in a black dress. And meanwhile, Slake, like a magnet to oppositely charged magnet, like a magnet to an opposite charged magnet, went to talk to the person in the mask, who was a priest of the Kiloni, and was there to do what people who worship the Kiloni are always around to do, which is just cause trouble. Just make things hard for everybody around them.
Just fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and do a lot of less finding out, more fucking around. So, you were able to ferret out from Ono, the priest of the Kiloni, that they had been, pickpocketing people, and they maybe at one point took one of the keys of one of the guards and switched it with a fake and threw the key into the oyster pile in the restaurant out back. Meanwhile, Corbin.
Yeah.
So Corbin.
You're being weird about it.
Juniper was being a legit priest of the Cologne.
Yeah. So Juniper. Upon approaching the Lamia to try and see what's up with her, you got Giast, and the Lamia ordered you to serve her, which Corbin decided the best way to do that was to try and summon pillars of earth to shatter the crystal cage that the Lamia was living in. We rolled a dexterity contest to see if Corbin would be able to do all of the somatic components of the spell quickly enough, and no, he was not. And so he was captured and brought up to the roof and thrown into the Lamia's cage from the skylight, because that is apparently how they feed her. So when the guards stopped you from doing a big spell, they hit you with a cold iron dart, which also broke the Gias from the Lamia. So she hasn't killed you yet. You did do a dance for her.
You're pretending to be Gios.
Yeah, I'm pretending to still be
You're
Gios.
pretending to still be Giast. Yeah, you did a TikTok dance.
Everyone
And
loved it.
then the last thing that happened was the owner of the Lucky Lamia, Wiley Greener, made his appearance at the top of the stairs at the entrance. And he greeted everybody and told people to spend a lot of money. And Fran, you, from your place up at the in the mezzanine, you saw that woman, mysterious woman in black, upon Wiley's entrance to the casino. She broke the glass in her hand.
And
Yeah, she's pissed off.
And also, just to update you, I didn't want to keep you guys updated on where your suspicion meters are at.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody exceeded their suspicion meters wildly.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Corbin, you're pretty close. You were at 3 of 4, so you're quite close. Slake, you managed to get yours down a bit after initially flirting your way up to 3. You were down to 2. Fran and Mary are also at 2, so you're doing okay.
All right.
So
Living the dream.
all right.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say was, could we also have like some kind of like signal that like we all meet up in some place?
Flashback. What is going to be your signal, and what is your meeting place?
I think our meeting place maybe should be the restaurant across the alleyway would be our meeting place. And what would our signal be? I mean, it would have to be like something really loud, screaming something. What would we scream?
Like we throw a fit or something
Yeah.
and storm out.
That's my purse. I don't know you. Or maybe like, how dare you? That's my wife. Oh,
There we
yes.
go, there we
Okay.
go. How dare you?
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
So Wiley, after he has made his speech, he makes his way down the grand staircase, and he greets the servant at the bottom of the stairs there, and he greets some other staff, and he starts handshaking and kissing people's cheeks and things, and acting very friendly with all of the people here. And then he comes up to the cage of the Lamia, and he looks inside, and she dismisses you with a wave, Corbin, and looks down at him. And Corbin, you understand this, but it's the weirdest speech you have heard in a while, as Wiley Greener looks up at her, points and says, "You got toy? Good. Eat? Toy? Done." And Olivia just sort of smiles and waves him off.
Corbin prostrates himself and says, "Oh, my most beautiful and magnificent lady, does that man tell you what to do often?"
The Lamia sighs, just, he is chief among my thralls, but he believes himself more powerful than he is.
So, he just thinks he controls you, but you control him.
Precisely. I control
Of course.
everyone here.
I should have always known, my beautiful, gracious, and magnificent lady, that you would never allow a tiny worm like that man to control your incredible essence.
And she preens at that. And she says, "Yes, tell me more good things about myself."
Your claws are so sharp, they could rip a human man in half.
Corbin, do you have a goal with any of your flattery?
Well, I mostly just want her to relax so that I can snoop around.
Okay, well, roll me a persuasion check.
13.
Okay. After you have given that flowery display of language, Corbin, the Lamia she's enjoying the praise, definitely, but she has not, taken her eyes off you.
Okay.
So you'll have to work smarter to figure out how you're going to get out of this situation.
Okay.
All right. Slake, you said you had a plan. You have a goal.
Yes. So, yeah, now that I know where the key is, I think I'm gonna pop out to the restaurant to go and see if I can find that key.
Okay. All right. You're popping out. How do you want to get out there?
Let's see.
What path will you take?
I mean, I guess, the only way the alley, is it like publicly accessible or is it like an employees only kind of?
You do not know.
Okay, well, I guess I'll head in that direction. I'm gonna try and scout out like what, if there's an exit that would lead me to the alleyway.
Okay, make me a perception check. Let's see
Alright.
if you guys can perceive anything today.
I've never
Yeah,
perceived anything.
We've been having trouble with that.
Oh, okay, that's not the
Better
worst.
than mine.
14?
14. With a 14, you see where the servers are coming out with like trays of canapes and things, and you don't know anything more than that. You can see where they're coming from.
Okay, and does it seem like it's kind of like this is an employees only sort of entrance and exit?
Yeah, you don't see any. Well, you know exactly who's gone up there. You saw Mary and Fran go through that doorway.
Oh.
So you can extrapolate that curtain, which presumably leads to the restaurant, also has a staircase up to the mezzanine.
Okay, awesome. In that case, let me think. I think maybe I'll pop upstairs first to check to see how things are going with Fran and Mary.
Okay. So you approach the curtained doorway?
Yes.
All right. So as you get there, one of the guards puts a hand on your shoulder as you try to walk by him. And he says, sorry, friend, that is VIPs only upstairs. Please enjoy our lounge here on the bottom level.
Oh, sorry. I maybe got a little turned around. I was actually just trying to pop out to the alley for a smoke.
If you would like to smoke, you're more than welcome to do so in here. It's a casino, Hannah. Smoking is encouraged.
Yeah, but this is Slake. The way I smoke is bad for people to see.
What horrible images come to mind?
Roll me a persuasion check, Hannah.
Oh, yes.
That, my friend, is a 19.
It's a 19. All right. Well, with a 19, a guard looks you up and down. And he sort of looks over his shoulder. He says, "Oh, do I want to know?"
No, it's very private. Please excuse me, I say, and I start toward the alleyway.
All right. The 19, he lets you past, and you are able to get to the back alleyway.
I love that. Slake is just putting off such horrible vibes that it's extremely convincing. It's
Yeah.
not my problem.
Yeah. Okay, that's not my problem. All right. So
my day.
you are back. You are out in the back alleyway. There's a couple of waiters back here who are they're smoking something that smells fragrant. They look up and they see you and they very quickly drop the thing that they're smoking and they start stepping on it.
No, I'm cool. I say, please, don't mind me.
And they look you up and down and just sort of look at each other and go back to having a hushed conversation.
Oh, okay. Can I roll to see if I overhear anything interesting?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. That's actually 19 as well.
Okay, what you hear, you're trying to act casual and normal.
As
You hear these two waiters saying, "Are you feeling anything yet?"
Oh.
No, I don't know. I feel kind of light. Do you think that cave moss was real? Yeah, it was definitely real. It was definitely real. The guy I got it from is super legit. Okay. It just takes a minute to kick in. Right. I think I feel it now.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know if I need cave moss later. But I think I'm gonna try and see where
You're usually the supplier, Slake.
Yes, well, it could be good for intel, recon.
Right. It's great for pain management.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Well, I think first things first. I'm gonna see, is there a way into the restaurant? Because the key is in an oyster bucket, and I don't know if that's a publicly accessible oyster bucket or if that's in the kitchen.
Secret oyster.
A secret oysters.
Yeah.
So there's nothing out in the alley, but there is a door propped open on the other side of the across the alley. And when you peek inside, you can see there's a busy kitchen in there.
Okay, cool. Yes. I guess I'm hoping that everyone in there is pretty preoccupied with what they're doing. And I'm gonna try and just quickly walk in and look around and try to locate oyster bucket.
Okay. Are you going to try and be unseen, or are you going to try and look like you belong?
I feel like there's no way I'm not gonna be seen
Right.
visually. So I feel like sometimes when you walk around and you seem like you know what you're doing and other people are busy, like
Sure.
Target
Confidence.
employees,
Yeah.
they don't want to interact with you. So
Absolutely. So then roll me a performance check.
yeah. Okay. So that was a fun and flirty 3.
Oh, 3?
Yep.
So with a 3, Slake, you...
Guessing I bump into someone and like knock over a bunch of fucking plates.
Yeah, it's like you walk into this kitchen and you like immediately walk into the flow of work in the kitchen, and like a cook with a heavy like pot of boiling water like almost runs into you and has to like do a 360 turn at the last second.
Oh,
They
God.
like slap a big like just slosh of boiling water over the floor.
Oh no.
And then at the same time, coming from the other direction, a busboy with like a tray full of dishes like slips in the water that just got spilled. And so you, as you're staring at this pandemonium you've created, you hear someone shout, "You there! What the fuck are you doing in my kitchen?"
Apologize for being a customer.
So I'm going to try to, with the wet, slippery floor, I'm just gonna try and like slide out of the kitchen. Because here's the thing. I think the oyster bucket maybe isn't in the kitchen. It's yep. So I'm gonna try and like quickly just slide out, slide under, and dash once I am out of there to see where oyster bucket is.
So you are looking for oyster bucket.
Yep. I have a
Where
great
are you
idea.
dashing into the restaurant, or are you dashing out back into the alley?
I think into the restaurant because the oyster bucket's not in the fucking alley.
Sure. Okay, so to get out of this thorny situation, I will say
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. That sounds right. Yeah.
Oh
I'd
no.
kill myself.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
What'd you get?
so with my bonus, it's an 8.
Okay. That's still bad, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Slake.
I have a plan. I can make this work.
So it's like you pivot in this big puddle of spilled water on these well waxed floors, and you just slide through the swinging double doors of the kitchen and out into this like very quiet dining room full of stuffy rich people who are eating at like, you know, each table has like a little candlelight on it. It's very formal, white glove service from the waiters, and everybody in the restaurant looks at you.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
So I am going to start crying.
Idea.
I'm
Very
gonna
relatable.
smart.
Well,
Very
listen,
relatable.
I'm a genius, so I'm gonna start crying, and I'm gonna say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My partner and I were in here earlier, and I dropped my engagement ring in the oyster bucket."
Okay.
Oh wow.
Please give me a deception
Do we
check.
have like
Okay,
advantage?
listen. 3 times the charm.
Wait.
Oh, we do
Three,
have
3 times the charm. That's what they always say.
3 times the charm.
We have a thing where we can like use advantage line
one time.
once.
One time.
Oh yeah.
I think I might
Yeah.
need to use it. We have to do it before we roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
You think
use
you're gonna
it.
use that?
Yep.
So my first roll is a 13, so I get to roll again because I have advantage and just see
Okay.
if it's
All
better.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the 13.
What was the second one?
It was a 3.
Okay. So with the 13, so it's like a man rushes up to you. He's wearing a black tailcoat and white gloves, and he comes and takes you by the arm and says, please, you're making a scene here in my restaurant. You need to leave. You need to leave.
So the thing is, I'm very physically strong. So I and I know from observing rich people that they do whatever they want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like continue crying and making a scene. And I am going to try to worm out of the grasp so that I can fish in the oyster bucket.
So you're gonna try and like worm out of this guy's grasp.
Yep.
And he's not physically strong. You can very easily remove yourself from this man's grasp.
Yeah.
And you're what are you saying to him?
I'm saying this engagement ring was an inherited piece from my partner's great-great-grandmother, and I can't right now. I can't deal with this. And I'm just putting on peak like I'm a rich person and I've never been treated this way in all of my life. Energy.
Right. Okay.
So I'm like, unhand me.
And so the waiter says, "Oh, okay, honored guest, please, you are making a scene. You are disturbing the other diners."
I am going to tell all of my wealthy friends that you wouldn't let me retrieve this priceless heirloom.
Please tell us what the ring looks like, and we will look for it. We will make sure you do not have to dirty your hands yourself looking for it.
Let me think. I say, this has too much sentimental value to be handled by anyone else. I will take a look. And as I've been, complaining, I have been moving towards, do I see the bucket?
Give me a perception check.
God, I hate my life so much right now. I want to die. Guys, the whole I don't want.
What is happening?
I don't want to prolong this action.
This has gone so badly for you.
I know.
It should have been pretty easy.
The worst thing is,
Ever gone this bad?
if I had gone through just the fucking front door, probably could have just gotten to the fucking oyster bucket and none of this had to happen. I could have just been like, I'll go enjoy an oyster. I hate my life. So, yeah, that's a 2.
Slake, with a 2, you are too busy being in fake hysterics that are starting to climb into real hysterics.
Shit.
As you are trying to locate this oyster bucket. So we are going to come back to you in a minute.
Cool.
As you are making a scene in this restaurant.
Great.
What's up, everybody? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you dead from a hole 6 feet in the ground to bring you this mid-roll today. It's a mid. You could call it a mid-hole. I'm in the middle of the hole. So we have some special news today. We have a certain individual within our podcast has done the work of 10,000 men while I laid on the ground and died, and has created this incredible giveaway experience, like Nobel Peace Prize level shit. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. It's called the Cliptacular Giveaway, and it works like this. You find your favorite clips from our podcast, or you find the clips that make you the angriest in a way that is masochistically fulfilling for you, and then you clip them from our podcast and you upload them to a platform. It could be any platform that you want to upload it to. We've had people upload to Google Drive, people upload to YouTube. You could upload it to somewhere else. I don't know. TikTok. That's where the kids upload things now. You could upload it to TikTok. And you get fabulous, amazing prizes. So first of all, when you upload any clip, we're going to shout you out. I'm about to do that in just a second. I'm going to shout out some people I'm going to shout them out. I'm going to scream. I'm not going to scream. My roommate's in the other room. They're working. It's the middle of the workday. It's actually month end for me right now. I'm incredibly stressed. Hence why I'm laying on the ground. It's also our air. God, you guys, our air conditioning is out right now. Like, I don't want to make this mid-roll about me, but I'm going to make it about me for, like, just a minute. Our air conditioning is out right now. It's been out for, like, 5 days, and it's, like, 90 degrees. And I know that, like, if you live in, like, Arizona or, like, whatever, that seems, like, not that big of a deal for you. But, like, I just need you to understand that, like, I live in Minnesota, and I hate the heat. And I'm dying, and my son is laying on the ground looking like a murder victim all day long. And so we're going through a lot right now. There's worms eating my body. There are mosquitoes. I'm going to stop. Back to the amazing Cliptacular giveaway. Did I even say that it was Hannah that did this? I might not have even mentioned it. It was Hannah. They did all of this. It was incredible. They made a graphic for it and like a Google Forms and like all of that. Absolutely crazy. It's king shit. So you can submit a clip and be entered into this giveaway up to 3 times. And at the end of it, 3 randomly selected winners will get $25 gift cards for the Legend Lark store, and there's some cool fucking shit on there. And 1 lucky winner, randomly selected once again, will have their character featured in a cameo in the final battle of our main campaign, which is pretty legit. Of course, if that is you will be fully credited for your character. We'll probably, I think, give you, like, also a shout-out in the mid-roll. I don't know all the details. And if you are interested in submitting clips to our Cliptacular giveaway, you can do that by clicking on the link on our Twitter, which is @LegendLarkPod on Twitter. I believe it's not pinned because we have a different post pinned, but it's, like, pretty close to the top, the giveaway post, and I'm sure we'll be retweeting it throughout the month. So it should be pretty easily found on our Twitter. There's a link to the Google Forms there. Otherwise, if you go to legendlark.com/clips2023, that will take you automatically to the Google Forms where you can submit your clips. The list of people who have already submitted clips, and, like, by the way, just for the record, the people who've already submitted clips, like, you guys are insane. I could never, not so fat. Like, any amount of effort, I can barely even do this mid-roll. Like, any amount of effort anybody asks me to do for any reason, for any reward, I can't do it. Like, I'm just like, no, I'd rather sit on the ground and rot. So you guys are absolutely really out. You're doing it, and that's great. This is nothing. Anyways, so now I'm gonna say your names. So we have a clip submitted by Siren. I love that name. We have a clip submitted by C @JoyfulAdorable. I believe, I don't know where it just says @JoyfulAdorable. I assume Twitter or Tumblr. Thank you. We have a clip submitted by Brian Tatoski, which I love that last name. Very cool. Giving me vibes of tater tots. We have Mary, the goddess herself, submitted clips. Thank you. We have, lastly, M. Thank you, M. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who has submitted already. And don't forget, like, you get a shout out. So, like, you can put your name, like, on the Google form. You can put your name for what. So, like, if you wanted to put something crazy that instead of your name, like, if you wanted to make one of us say something really stupid, like, Big Noelle is fake, like, you could put that in the name, and you would have one of us have to say that out loud because you submitted a clip and you said that was your name, that your name was Big Noelle is fake, and then that's a huge accusation. But anyways, it's just a little creative teaser for the possibilities that are before you in terms of ways that you could manipulate us via this giveaway. There's a lot of potential. I didn't even pull up Patreon. I'm not even ready for this. Okay, hold on. Patrons, oh Patreon, where are you? Who needs to be thanked? Who has joined the Patreon this month? I will soon find out. Oh, who is it? There are 6 thank you messages due. Ooh, let me look at them. Here we are. Thank you, Billy. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm trying to figure out how to say your last name, Billy. Lean here. Lean here. Thank you. Your last name's cool. I'm sorry I don't know how to speak human words. Emily V, thank you. Lauren, thank you. Jake, thank you. Gregory Brown, thank you. Oh my god, and Melanie Collins Van Berkel. What the hell? That is the coolest name I've literally ever heard. Thank you, Melanie Collins Van Berkel. That is very cool. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Friendly reminder that we have a Patreon, and if you guys would like to subscribe to our Patreon, we have a lot of really cool benefits up to and including bonus episodes, which frankly are super good. And like, I'm gonna be real, like, I'm not about to be out here saying that content that I produce is good, or that even my friends produce is good, if it's not, like, actually good. Like, don't ask me questions, because I'll be honest about it. But the bonus campaign is, like, really good. It's good. So you should subscribe to the Patreon, literally just for that. There is also live streams, and again, don't ask me questions, but some of the live streams are also really good, and I won't say which ones, but like some of them are really, really good, and you should subscribe as well for that. That's not, I just inhaled some dirt from my pit that I'm living in, so don't worry about that. A boy has to eat, am I right? Finally, we have a message for Chantel. Chantel, the code word is cyberhonk. The sleeper agent is active. Go.
Noelle, Fran, Wiley Greener has just come in, said some words that to you heard them and kind of went, okay, what the fuck is up with this guy?
Yeah. Seems like weird and narcissistic.
Yeah, seems like a weird narcissistic idiot who knows like a couple of words of ancient common.
Right.
And is using them as though he is some sort of an expert. Like a rich prick. And the woman on the balcony has broken her glass, and she immediately like pulls her hand back and starts like shaking glass out of her hand. And like she's definitely trying to like not draw attention to it. To like what she just did. She's like dumping the glass into a potted plant next to her.
I think what I'm gonna do is Fran is gonna like pull out whatever like handkerchief she has and rush over there and grab the lady's hand and be like, "Here, can I help you?"
The woman looks at you. You're very kind. I fear I'm rather clumsy. She takes the handkerchief from you and dabs at her hand, and there's like a couple cuts on her hand. It's not that bad.
Okay. I look over at Greener, I guess, and I say, "Man, what is up with that guy?"
The woman gives it is so tight of a smile, like very close to just baring her teeth. And she says, "He's certainly a character."
Fran nods and says, "Yeah, this is my first time being here. The whole place kind of has a really bad vibe. Have you been here before?"
Me? Been here before? No, I have not been here before. This is, I do not usually frequent establishments such as this.
Yeah, me neither.
Really? You look so much like you belong here.
Thank you. That's on purpose.
And she looks you up and down again and gives you a very evaluating look. And she says, "On purpose? What purpose would that be?"
Well, I barely know you, lady.
Yes!
Why would I I tell you.
Get her.
She shrugs and says, fair enough, and turns away.
I mean, unless. Fran, like, kind of, like, takes a step in front of her and is like, unless you wanted to tell me what your purpose is.
I'm here to enjoy an evening's entertainment.
And what sort of entertainment are you expecting?
Well, in a place like this, and she looks down towards the Lamia's cage, she says, only true delights here are those which end in violence.
Fran nods and says, you know, I guess I'm here to provide entertainment, so I would love to know any kind of more specifics that you have.
Please roll me a persuasion check. Persuade her to tell.
Oh.
Not good. So I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. So Fran, you're chatting with this woman, and as you say this, her expression just like closes up. Like
Okay.
she immediately just sort of goes, and then goes back to observing the casino floor.
Okay. Can I try to perceive, like, if there's anywhere in particular she's looking at?
Yeah.
More than other places?
Uh-huh.
So that is a 12.
A 12. Okay. It's, it's more than 10, and it is not hard to see where she is looking.
Oh, okay.
Her eyes are following Wiley Greener. Like, she is watching him like a hawk.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to cast detect magic and just in general look around. So basically, I can sense magic within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So when you cast detect magic, predictably, this place lights up like a fucking beacon.
Right.
The whole place is an illusion. We've been over this.
But I can also see, like, what is, like, from the illusion class and what's, like, from other stuff. They look different to me.
Yeah, so everything around you, all illusory. You can kind of see with your detect magic vision on. I sort of imagine it like in a video game when you, like, go into detect magic mode.
Yeah.
Everything, like, shifts color. You can kind of see underneath, like, what actually is there.
Ooh.
And what's actually there is the same shape of everything. Like, you're still on a mezzanine. There's still couches, but everything is much shabbier, much more threadbare. Like, the railing that you're leaning on, you suddenly feel a lot less secure leaning on it. Like, it is like a rusty, old, dilapidated thing. However, the woman next to you, not magical at all.
Okay.
She is not doing any magic. The Estrin, obviously, you can pinpoint him and see all of his little prestidigitations that he's doing. Since you guys have, like, moved to talking to this woman, he has since been called over to the other couple up here and is performing his little gesture tricks for them now. But yeah, the most magical things in this room are the Lamia and all of the magic that she's using and all of her mind control magic that is enthralling various people around the casino. You can actually see, I'll say this, with detect magic, you can see who has been enthralled by the Lamia.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you can see Corbin, no longer enthralled.
Okay.
So you see Corbin's not enthralled, but he is acting weird, but that's Corbin. And then you can see I'd say about a dozen people in this room of patrons are enthralled by the Lamia, and about, I'd say, like 80% of the staff.
Okay, including Greener.
Greener is not enthralled.
Oh, he's not.
No, Greener is not enthralled.
Okay, let's see. So I think I'm gonna nod and say, well, is there anything you want me to ask Greener or tell him?
She looks back at you and raises her eyebrows and says, "Oh, I wasn't aware you were planning a private audience."
Yeah, sure. I can be.
She narrows her eyes at you and gives you like a once-over look. And she says, "So, are you here for business or pleasure?"
Business.
I'm here for business too. And she looks back out at the casino floor. Says, "If you do talk to Wiley, tell him Vivi's sister is looking for her."
Vivi. Okay.
And she pushes away from the railing and says, "In the meantime, have a nice evening." And she heads out past the guard down the stairs to the mezzanine. Can you make a perception check?
Yeah. I would love to make a perception check.
Yeah, I would love for you to make a perception check too.
God. 12.
Another 12. You see the woman, she bumps into the guard by the door on her way down. And then she just says, excuse me, and then goes past him.
I'm gonna go up to that guard and be like, do you know her? Like, as if like, wow, like she's so amazing.
The guard looks down at you and then looks over his shoulder. And he shakes his head and he says, I'm not familiar with her. And he kind of looks over his shoulder and says, looks a bit like a girl who used to work here, but that woman, no. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with her.
Oh, okay. What about, I have this old friend, her name is Vivi. Does she work here still? I was hoping to see her.
Oh, funny you should mention it. That is the girl that woman reminded me of. Vivi, no, I'm sorry, Vivi has not worked here in a few weeks. She quit.
Oh.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Of course, I roll better because it's not a perception check.
Yeah, it's insight.
That's a 21.
A 21 and an insight check? Oh, yeah, there's definitely, he is lying to you. 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about Vivi.
About everything?
About Vivi.
Okay.
When he says very confidently, oh, yeah, she quit a couple weeks ago.
It's not true.
100% lie.
I narrow my eyes at him and I say, well, that doesn't really sound like Vivi. Not much of a quitter.
I don't know what to tell you, ma'am.
You could tell me the truth.
And he gives you a very tight smile and he says, why don't I see if we can get you another drink on the house? And he disengages. He sort of sweeps behind the curtain to leave.
No. He can't disengage at the same time he says something. I get an attack of opportunity. All right, fine, whatever. I don't want his weird drink. I think that I want to go talk to Greener.
Okay. All right. So you're going to head downstairs?
Yeah.
All right. Mary follows after you.
Mm-hmm.
After signing to the Estrin up there, we'll be back as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. So you head downstairs. Wiley Greener he's over by the fantasy roulette table and he is talking to the attendant there.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, you hear the attendant saying, and yes, and our jackpot prize has been won tonight. And Wiley sort of says, really? It was won, huh? He says, oh, yes, a young person, seemed a bit new. Hopefully they spend that money quickly enough. And Greeter nods and says, can you point them out to me? And the attendant looks around and says, I suppose I don't see them at the moment. And then they give a quick description of Slake in disguise. Yeah.
So first of all, does Greener have any magic on him?
Greener? Yeah, I suppose you still got your magic eyes. It looks like he's got some trinkets. He's got like some magical trinkets on him.
Okay. All right. I want to like try and get to the table and like bump into him and like accidentally spill a bunch of money.
Oh, okay. All right. Let a hand me, babe.
Alrighty. Okay.
I don't know why I said it like that, but I feel confident about it.
All right. Oh, yes. That is 24.
24. Oh, you do it so good.
Flawless.
You flawlessly accidentally spill a bunch of money.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry.
And Wiley motions to one of his staff to come help you. He himself does not bend down to help you. But he does see all that pretty gold that you just spilled out. And he says, oh, miss. No, don't worry. My staff will help you. Here. These, I hope, are your winnings from tonight. You seem to have been very lucky.
I've been lucky my whole life, sir.
Well, have you tried our roulette table or perhaps the cards?
Oh, not yet. Which one do you recommend?
Oh, well, I would say our roulette table here is certainly the most exciting, unless you want to test your will against our main attraction. And he looks up towards the Lamia.
I don't know if even I'm that lucky.
Well, it's certainly a diverting attraction.
Truly. I mean, how did you even, how?
How did I find her? Well, you see, she originally came from a barren stretch of wasteland out past Danmar, way out in the desert, further out than even the orcs will go. There was a ruined city where she had made her lair. I hired a competent group of adventurers. The survivor brought her back to me as part of the prize.
Wow, the survivor.
Yes, you know how it goes hiring those adventuring types. It's a dangerous line of work.
But how do you stop from being enchanted by the Lamia?
And,
Can it enchant anyone?
well, you see, young lady, I have the will of an iron construct. She cannot break this steel trap mind.
Oh. So, like, if you're, like, really smart,
What?
you don't get enchanted?
Precisely. Roll me an insight check.
24 again.
Yeah, so, once again, with a 24, liar, pants on fire. Yeah, he is fully 100% lying to you.
Okay. I mean, it seems like you would have to have, like, some kind of magic spell or, like, a trinket or something.
So Wiley sort of chuckles and he leans in close and he says, well, this steel trap mind maybe had another adventuring party find a charm that keeps me from falling to her wiles, but only a highly intelligent man with resources and means such as myself could have acquired such an item. So
it was your steel trap mine. Got it.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to talk to him about, I don't think.
All right.
I smile up at him very innocently and I say, oh, by the way, Vivi's sister says she's looking for her.
And at that, he does look a little bit panicked.
Oh.
He looks around. He says,
Sorry, is that a problem?
I wasn't aware that Vivi's dear sister was joining us tonight. It is really too bad. Her sister, quit unexpectedly a few weeks ago. I could have told her that she's looking in the wrong place. Do you see her anywhere? And he glances down at you and says, could you point her out to me?
Oh, I mean, she was over in the lounge earlier, but not like, I don't point to the VIP lounge, but I haven't seen her in a while. Why? Is she dangerous?
Oh, no. That little slip of a thing? No, not dangerous at all.
Okay. I mean, she seemed kind of mad. But
Well,
maybe I'm just being paranoid.
well, if she is mad at anyone, she must be mad at her sister. Adventuring is a dangerous line of work, like I said.
Oh. So her sister was one of the adventurers?
She has done some adventuring work for me, but like I said, she quit a few weeks ago. No idea what she's doing now. Perhaps she took up a more stable line of work, like sewing.
Okay. And I'm assuming, like, with my earlier insight check, like, this guy's also fucking lying.
He's talking out of his ass. Yeah. Maybe 1 in 10 words he says is true as a rule.
So is she the one that brought the Lamia back?
That was one of her jobs, yes, but that was quite a while ago. She did work for me on and off over the years.
Wow.
Yes, I'm so sad to have lost her. She was one of the most reliable operatives that I employed.
Okay, so if I look at this guy, what kind of check would I do to size him up and see if he is a physical threat, if he can fight?
I would say insight again, because I feel like that you're trying to get a read on him.
Sure.
Like you're trying to read his vibe.
You could shake his hand and see if he breaks your fingers.
Yeah. I don't want to touch him. 14.
A 14. So with a 14, this guy himself. No. You could beat him up. You, Fran, could beat him up.
Okay.
Yeah, he is a man who relies on others to do his fighting.
Okay. I just feel like I want to take him as a hostage.
All right.
Okay.
Just a little fun hostage taking.
Who's gonna bargain for him?
Just, I don't know. Maybe the Lamia, or he could like give me information.
A prisoner.
Yeah. Prisoner is a better term.
Do you want to think about it and we come back?
Sure.
Okay. So Corbin, Fran is talking to Wiley Greener. Have you come up with any sort of a plan?
I do, but it's quite risky.
Oh boy.
Do you have any other types of plans, Corbin? I don't think I've ever heard a plan from you that seemed safe.
So I have, but I suppose before, let me just confirm, the Lamia is a monster, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She is a monster. You cannot animal handle her.
No, but I do have a spell called Charm Monster.
And
Put her under a guillotine.
The risk is that I feel like she has very high wisdom,
maybe.
and that will be the check.
Uh-huh.
So she has a decent chance of passing and then realizing that I attempted to charm
Let's
her.
do it.
Okay.
So she needs to make a wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 19 plus 2. That's a 21.
Yeah, that definitely clears.
Why am I only rolling good?
And we're all eating
You
shit.
guys are eating shit. Okay, but so that happens. You do your little spell. She immediately sees what's up.
Yeah, she would know it instantly.
Yeah, and a 16 does not hit your armor class, does it?
No, it does not.
Yep. Okay, so she is going to pounce at you, and she misses.
Oh!
And her claws rake against the silks that are gathered on her floors, and she leans over her paws and narrows her eyes at you and says, "You dare cast magic upon me, your master."
Listen, ma'am, it is absolutely nothing personal. I just have a job to do. So, that is the quickest way for me to go about doing my job.
A job?
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
job is to serve me.
No, ma'am. It was for 5-10 minutes, maybe. You're very cool, don't get me wrong. I think that you are the coolest thing I've ever seen. But, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to try one more time.
And I cast Charm Monster again. See what happens.
All right. So first one,
I have
that is a 13.
that does not make it.
Okay, but she has advantage.
She does get one more chance.
And that's a 20.
Yeah, okay, so she does win again.
And you know what? That's fine. Okay. All right.
I think you're gonna also have to make wisdom save.
Yeah, that track. I
Corbin?
was wondering if she was gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I need a dice, preferably not Hannah's.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's a 19 plus 5.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
So you feel your will begin to be consumed by the Lamia again, but you are able, you know the feeling now, and you are able to break free of it. And as she sees that you are not enthralled by her, she bares her teeth and, oh, Corbin, I don't want to fight you, but I don't see any other way around this.
That's okay. I could turn into like a bee or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that.
You're just, okay, so here's what happens is she, like, rears up to pounce on you, and, like, as she's coming down on you, you just collapse into a bee.
Yep.
And she...
A wasp.
Into a wasp. All right, and so you are pounced down into the fabrics that line the bottom of her cage, and you tumble through these fabrics, your little wasp form tangled up, and as she is like a cat with a wasp pawing at the, like, you know, she's like hitting the fabric whenever she sees something. So her paws are coming down on you, and you're being tumbled and tossed around and trying to find your way out. And you roll out of this fabric, and you are inside the vault. Yes! Or rather, you're not inside the vault, but you're inside the antechamber.
The antechamber of the
before the vault. Okay. Yes, and
Cool.
Yep, and yes, you look up and you see the silks of the Lamia's cage above you. It looks like this.
Like a vent or something?
Well, yeah, it looks like this is a compartment that they open or close throughout the evening. So, Fran, when you were down here before, this was not open.
Okay.
And now that the casino floor is open, and presumably something happens here with the Lamia sending victims down in here. Perhaps it is for drainage. Like,
is anybody down here?
Yes, there's a couple guards in sort of a little side room. They're playing cards.
Okay, and can they see me?
They see you?
If I turned into a boy, would they see me?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the vault door is also within their sight?
Yep, so they're off in like a little sort of side room. but they're completely open. They can see both the entrance to the vault and the main vault door, which, to remind you, has 3 keyholes. It looks very imposing.
And it's made of metal?
Yes, this vault door made of regular metal.
Okay.
The outer one is made of cold iron that you cannot pass through with magic.
Okay. While I'm in here, are there keys in here? Is one of the keys in here?
No, you don't know, I suppose. You haven't checked the guards, but you don't...
Can I check the guards? Can I do a little...
Yeah, do a little perception. You fly around them as a hornet, or as a
little
wasp.
Buzzy.
As a big buzzy boy.
Fuzzy waspy. Okay, that is...
Oh, finally.
Yeah, 22.
22. All right, with a 22, no, neither of these men have a key on them.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled great, and for no information.
For nothing. For what?
But because you rolled great, I will. The 2 men are talking and they're playing cards, and one of them says, "Hey, hey, Marty." Different unrelated Marty. Different unrelated Marty who's never ever worked for Torval before. Hey Marty, who has the keys tonight? And Marty says, I don't know, Bill, ain't me. And Marty says, well, I know he gave one to that prick who's running the roulette table, right? And he says, oh, yeah, Jim. Ugh, he is a prick, isn't he? He says, he's an asshole, but Wiley likes him because he keeps raking in coins for him. All right, so Jim's got one. I think Derek's got the other. And I don't know about the third. Does Wiley got it? No, Wiley would never keep a key on him. That's too much responsibility for the old bastard. I don't know, maybe Brad? Maybe Brad has it? Where's Brad working? Brad's behind the bar tonight.
The barman. And there are only 3 keys.
And one of them is stolen.
And one of them is
But we don't know
stolen.
which one was stolen.
You don't know which one is stolen. You know the names of now 3 men.
And location.
And locations. Well, you know the locations of 2 of the men.
Right.
One of them is just a name.
I think what I'm gonna do with that information is I'm gonna go back up from where I came, and I'm just gonna fly straight up out of the Lamia cage.
Okay.
There's like air holes. Right?
Yeah, there's air holes.
Are there bathrooms here?
Yeah, there's bathrooms
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna go into the stalls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Actually, no, they're single stall. They're single stall.
Single stall? Okay, I go into one of the bathrooms unoccupied.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, I sure fucking hope so. That'd be
Well-
awkward as hell.
Sure would be, wouldn't it? And I turn back into a boy.
So, Corbin, you drop into what you think is an unoccupied bathroom.
Oh, great.
You turn into a boy. And then you hear something? You're looking around. It sounds like somebody groaning? In pain.
Okay.
Not in a gross
Not
way.
in a sex way. Okay, cool.
No. It sounds like somebody like who's groaning in pain, and you look around a little bit, and then like you realize it's coming from under the sink.
What the fuck? I want to investigate the sink.
Yeah, it's like one of those little cabinet sinks.
Oh,
Like it's under the vanity. So there's somebody.
Who's inside the vanity?
Yeah.
I don't like the way
You,
you're
you
excited.
don't need to roll for this. You don't.
Okay.
Do you just open the door?
I don't open it, but I knock and I say, "Hello." Okay. All right. I'm gonna open the door. Then do you not want that? Oh God. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I carefully, in a way so that I can run out of the bathroom. If something bad is in there, I open the door.
Inside is one of the pit boss guards. He has been tied up and gagged.
Oh. Hello, sir. I ungag him, but I do not untie him. And I say, what happened to you?
Bitch, woman. She's. I don't know. She's wearing black. She told me to meet her in here, and next thing I know, I'm all tied up.
Is this Derek?
I pat him down and I search for a key.
He does not have a key.
Okay, what's your name?
What?
What's your name, son?
My name's Derek.
Ah, thanks, Derek. I put the gag back on and I close the door.
Oh,
Derek.
Somebody will get you eventually, Derek. Don't you worry, buddy.
all right. You close and lock the door
Yeah, I
behind
close
you.
and lock the door behind me. Yes. Yes, sir, I do. I close the door. I purposefully bump into some random person.
Uh-huh.
And I say, "How dare you? That's my wife!"
And these people look very confused.
Sir, watch your mouth!
And Fran, who was like reaching towards her gun to like steal this man, pats him on the back and says, "You got lucky today too, sir." And then she leaves.
And unfortunately, Slake
is not even fucking here!
But where did we say we were all gonna meet?
In the restaurant.
in the restaurant.
Okay.
You got it. All right. Perfect. All right. So you guys, Corbin and Fran and Mary all start making their way towards the restaurant. Meanwhile, Slake is crying.
Yes.
So you guys head out into the alleyway to the kitchens, and you hear Slake shouting from inside the restaurant about this oyster bucket, these oyster shells.
I look at Corbin and I say, "Do we have a code word about an oyster bucket?
I do not believe so.
What are they doing?"
Don't believe that was the case.
All right, Corbin and Fran, please make perception checks for me.
All right.
Oh, God. It was almost a 17. That's 8.
8. You got a really good modifier.
I do. I have plus. It's the wisdom.
Yeah, it's the wisdom.
7.
All right, Mary is also going to roll.
Please. Deus Ex Machina this bitch.
Mary rolled a 3.
No! We're all so stupid.
We're stressed. We can't notice things.
Cannot perceive.
Can't see
I need you guys to know that if anybody had rolled above a fucking 10, that is the baseline level for a success at your level. Okay. All right. Well, no, you rush through the kitchens without perceiving anything, and Slake is making a scene.
Yep, and I think as Slake is getting more panicked, they're like trying to lean harder into like the rich person accent. So you hear them like, "What the devil is going on here?"
Calm down, buddy. Fran says, rushing onto the
What's
scene.
going on here? Who did this?
Oh, thank goodness, some people of quality. My fiance and I were at this restaurant, this horrible place earlier, and my engagement ring was dropped in the oyster bucket, but it's nowhere to be found, and I just don't know what to do.
I just don't understand what the problem is here. Get this person the oyster bucket.
Can you make me a persuasion check,
Persuasion?
Corbin? Yep,
Yes.
please persuade me.
Okay.
Fran is gonna look around the restaurant for the fucking oyster bucket, which I'm assuming is in the kitchen. I got a 1. I got a natural 1.
Fran goes temporarily blind.
Fran,
Yeah.
Fran, you do see oysters, and they look so good.
I
They're
eat some oysters. I take them off a nearby table, and I'm like,
Yeah, you slurp down those oysters. They are so good.
oh, they taste like the sea.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they're really good oysters.
I have good news, which is that I got an 18.
To look for the oysters.
To persuade.
That
No.
bring the oysters.
No, not a perception check. No, Kat, don't worry.
We're done with that.
You can't perceive shit. All right, Corbin, convince me. Please. Please.
You
God.
have someone here who is crying and weeping on your main floor, and they're asking you for one thing, and it is an oyster basket.
When my father hears of this,
All right.
There is an easy solution to this problem.
Honored guests.
Yummy.
Fucking curse. Not helping. I imagine Mary just standing there smiling sweetly.
dissociating.
Yeah, just like pretending that she is somewhere fucking else.
Wii music is playing.
Okay. All right. You're lucky you're in the restaurant.
Oh shit, what is that
We're only
fucking
safe.
mean?
We're only safe in the restaurant.
Oh,
That we can roll.
Well, no, it's just that Fran's natural one and unhinged behavior. I'm debating if that counts against your clock.
I hate my life.
I'm not.
But
in
you're
the
not.
restaurant.
You're in the restaurant, and they do not know what's going on in the casino. So I think you're safe
For now.
for now. And they finally say, "All right, please, honored guests, please, if you will just step into the kitchens with us, you can look through the oyster shells."
Thank you.
It's about time.
And the staff all look at each other, and you hear one of them mutter, "Fucking rich people."
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
As they should.
As they should. All right, so they bring you back into the kitchens. It is right next to the door.
Slake, like,
It's like if you had simply looked in the other direction when you first stepped in, you would have seen it.
Slake turns to stone and falls to the ground and breaks into a thousand
Shatters.
pieces.
Oh yeah. So they leave you to look through the discarded shells, but you don't have to roll for this because you have time. You can look through them.
Yep.
You look through them. You find it very quickly. There is one shiny silver key.
I'm crying for real now.
What the hell? How'd you know this was here?
Damn, Slake, that was wild.
Wow, you're really good at adventuring.
Yeah.
I give you the most pained smile in the world with like tears running down my face, and I say, "Thanks."
Mary pats you and signs. Do you need? Are you hurt? Do you need to be healed? Why are you crying?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Did you guys find the other keys?
Yes.
Yeah, I was also there.
What?
Well, sort of. I know the names and locations of 2 of the 3 guards that have the keys.
Oh, that's great, Corbin.
Yeah, one of them is, Brad behind the bar,
Oh,
And
I
then-
talked to him.
I also talked to him.
and neither one of you got the keys. Wow. And
We didn't know we had the keys.
I lift up the silver key in front of your face, and I look at you, and I say, "Corbin,
what?
you have no idea what this cost
I've
me.
just been locked in a cage with a Lamia. Excuse me.
And how many keys do you have?"
Theoretically 2.
I found the Estrins,
The other. All right. The other one is.
and I found a lady who wants to kill Wiley Greener.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like almost the same as a key.
Jam at the roulette table. Yeah.
Jam? You said jam?
That's Jim.
I take it we're out in the alley after we
Yeah,
got them.
it was again right next to the door.
Yeah, cool.
Very.
We just took it. We were like, peace.
Yeah. You guys. Once you guys were like out of sight of the staff, they did not want to look at you. They did not want to perceive you
They were
anymore.
done. Understandable.
They all took their d20s and set them down on a 1 and,
I get it.
and chose to no longer perceive these weird rich people.
That's the way.
That's how you get through it.
Oh, also Derek was another guard that had a key, but he doesn't have the key anymore, so that's probably Derek's key. He's in the bathroom right now under a cabinet. He's tied up.
Oh.
Wait. Okay, so he had a key. He doesn't have it. Wait, how did he get tied up?
He said that a lady in black did it to him.
Oh, that's the Wiley murderer.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling. I mean, I left him there because I was like, this just seems like it would cause. So he's still there.
Well, she must have one of the keys then.
Okay,
Wait,
so
why is this key in an oyster thing?
Well, okay, so when we were in there and there was that guy in the mask.
Yeah. Yes.
So I was talking to him, and we were really hitting it off.
Flirting. Yeah, I know.
I was doing it to get the key.
Mary Sign, you look like you're having a great time.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. The point is, we were talking, and I used my incredible skills of persuasion to
Does your
get.
wife know?
I'm sure she'd be open to something, you know.
Slake grits their teeth, and they say, Careful with that joke, Mary. It's an antique.
Oh, Mary.
Dang,
You
they got you, Mary.
Mary.
Got you.
Mary puts a hand on your arm and then pulls it back and signs, nice burn.
I give Mary a pat on the shoulder.
Very good. Very
and I
good.
smile at her. Anyway, the point is, Ono works for the Killoni. Well, it's like they're a Killoni cultist or whatever, so they just like to fuck around, and they switched one of the guard's keys and with a fake key, and then they put this in the oyster bucket.
Oh, so only
So
one of Jim or Brad has a real key.
Okay.
Unless the lady in black stole the fake key from Derek.
Oh.
Oh my god! Fran, can you go back and talk to her? You have like a connection.
Yeah. She didn't seem to like me very much, but
Well, I guess I could talk to her and let her know I found Derek.
I mean, I could also try. We could probably just be normal about it.
Slake could just flirt with her.
yeah, Slake's good at that.
Yeah, it works every time.
Slake puts their hands over their face.
Mary signs, all right, so we have one key that we know is real. And we know the approximate locations of 3 keys. Only 2 of them are real.
And 2 trains are traveling toward the station.
Anyways, we should just get all 4 keys and then go to the safe and try them all.
Yep, I have always been bad at logic puzzles.
You're sensitive to your surroundings and the atmosphere.
Very sensitive. I'm attuned.
Well, maybe we'd be less sensitive if you didn't talk so much about your best friends, Strap and On.
Is that their names?
I'm pretty sure that's their names.
Corn.
And Truck the baby.
Corn?
Corn? Now you're friends with fucking Corn?
Who's Corn? Someone I should know about?
Jesus.
Sorry.
No.
Corn's a country girl.
I meant Hannah.
Damn right you meant Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah and Corn sounds just the same.
Exactly the same.
It's really easy to confuse.